In the year 2023, the music world had evolved beyond recognition. Genres had merged, and artists had become more than just musicians. They were icons, symbols of a new era. Among the most influential figures in this musical revolution were Mohbad, Sam Larry, and the Marlians, a collective that had taken the world by storm. It all began with Naira Marley, the charismatic and controversial leader of the Marlians. He had risen to fame with his unique blend of Afrobeat and street music, captivating audiences with his hypnotic tunes and unapologetic lyrics. But Naira Marley was more than just a musician. He was a movement, a lifestyle. In the heart of Lagos, a city that never slept, Naira Marley's influence was palpable. His music echoed through the streets, and his philosophy resonated with the youth. He preached a simple message: no manners. It was a call to live life on your terms, without judgment or inhibition. One of Naira Marley's most loyal disciples was Mohbad, a young and talented artist who had quickly risen through the ranks of the Marlians. With his signature green dreads and a mischievous grin, Mohbad embodied the spirit of the Marlians. His music was a reflection of his fearless attitude, a mix of trap and Afrobeat that spoke to a generation tired of conformity. Muda was the enigmatic producer who had shaped the Marlian sound. His beats were infectious, a sonic blend of Afrobeat rhythms and trap influences that had become the trademark of the Marlians. He preferred to stay behind the scenes, letting his music do the talking. Zlatan was another rising star in the Marlian constellation. With his distinctive dance moves and high-energy performances, he had become the face of the Marlian dance culture. Zlatan's music was a celebration of life, an invitation to dance and forget the troubles of the world. Zinoliski, a dynamic rapper with a sharp wit, added a lyrical edge to the Marlian crew. His wordplay was legendary, and his verses often carried a deeper message, challenging the status quo and questioning societal norms. The Marlians were more than just a musical collective. They were a family bound by a shared philosophy. They believed in living life to the fullest, without fear of judgment or condemnation. They embraced their flaws and celebrated their individuality. As the Marlian movement continued to grow, it caught the attention of the mainstream media and the authorities. Naira Marley's controversial lyrics and outspoken views had made him a target for scrutiny. The Marlians faced constant backlash from conservative groups who saw them as a threat to societal norms. But the Marlians were unapologetic. They saw themselves as the voice of a generation that had been silenced for too long. They used their music and their influence to champion causes like youth empowerment, education, and social justice. They organized charity events and gave back to their communities, proving that they were more than just rebels without a cause. One day, as the Marlians were preparing for a massive concert in Lagos, tragedy struck. A powerful earthquake rocked the city, causing widespread devastation. The concert venue was in ruins, and many lives were lost. It was a dark day for the Marlians, and they mourned the loss of their fellow Lagosians. But out of the ashes of tragedy, a new spirit emerged. The Marlians, led by Naira Marley, decided to turn the tragedy into an opportunity for change. They organized a massive relief effort, mobilizing their fan base to donate funds, food, and supplies to those in need. It was a testament to the power of their unity and their commitment to making a positive impact. As the city began to rebuild, the Marlians continued to make music that spoke to the hearts of the people. Mohbad's energetic tunes provided a much-needed escape from the harsh realities of life, while Zlatan's dance moves brought joy and laughter to the streets. Muda, with his innovative production techniques, created soundscapes that captured the city's spirit of resilience. Zinoliski's sharp rhymes called for justice and accountability, pushing for change in a city that had long been plagued by corruption. Slowly but surely, Lagos began to heal, and the Marlians played a significant role in that healing process. They had evolved from a rebellious music collective into a force for positive change, a symbol of hope for the people of Lagos. But their journey was far from over. The Marlians had their eyes set on the world stage. They wanted to take their message of unity, resilience, and individuality to every corner of the globe. They believed that music was a universal language that could bridge divides and bring people together. With Naira Marley as their charismatic leader, Mohbad, Sam Larry, Belashmuda, Zlatan, Zinoliski, and the entire Marlian family embarked on a world tour. They performed in cities across Africa, Europe, Asia, and the Americas, spreading their message of no manas to audiences of all backgrounds. The world embraced the Marlians with open arms. Their music transcended language barriers, and their philosophy resonated with people from all walks of life. They used their global platform to advocate for social change, partnering with organizations that worked towards causes like education, poverty alleviation, and environmental conservation. In every city they visited, the Marlians left a mark not just through their music, but also through their humanitarian efforts. They built schools in underprivileged communities, provided clean water to remote villages, and planted trees to combat deforestation. They were a force for good, proving that music could be a powerful tool for positive change. As the years passed, the Marlians continued to evolve, both as artists and as individuals. They remained true to their core philosophy of living life on their terms, but they also recognized the importance of using their influence for the greater good. Naira Marley, once seen as a controversial figure, had matured into a respected advocate for social justice. His speeches at international conferences and his work with humanitarian organizations earned him the title of Global Ambassador of Change. Mohbad had become a mentor to young artists, helping them find their unique voices and navigate the complex music industry. Sam Larry continued to use his lyrics to tell powerful stories, shedding light on issues that needed attention. Belashmuda's innovative production techniques continued to push the boundaries of music, while Zlatan's dance moves had become a global phenomenon, inspiring dancers from all over the world. Zinoliski had transitioned into a respected voice for political reform, using his lyrics to hold governments accountable and fight for justice. The Marlians had come a long way from their humble beginnings on the streets of Lagos. They had transformed not only the music industry, but also the lives of countless people around the world.